Okay, y'all. Well, it's good afternoon now. So I had some stuff I had to take care of this morning. And so I talked to the Bobcat people. They're going to go and let me get the machine today, even though I know I'm not going to really be able to use it today. They got that E20 for me, like I said yesterday. So I'm going to go on and get it, but they're not going to start the rental until in the morning. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's looking pretty ugly out here, really. But then tomorrow, I won't have to run that down the machine, you know. So normally, if they were going to charge me for today, then I wouldn't go get it. And it's going to be wet tomorrow, but see, I'm going to have to get it tomorrow either way. And I don't want to take the time to do that, because to do that, I have to have a trailer. And if I have a trailer, then I'm not able to, you know, go cut grass or nothing. So, and it might be a little bit wet too, so I don't know. There's a lot of unknowns. But if they're not charging me for today, then let's go on and get the machine. It's 2 o'clock right now. We'll go on and get the machine, have it at the house, and we'll just go from there. Because anything, you know, I mean, I gotta get that damn stupid drainage job done, man. So I got to, man, and I want to have the ability to do it over the weekend, because next week the grass season is really kicking in. I just incorporated 5 more customers into my software, and if they get to the point of where they're in my software, that means it's a faux show thing. We done talk money, we done talked everything, so timing and all. So yeah, that's where I'm at. You know, going up here and getting this machine today is not ideal, though, for sure. But you know, I'm gonna go on and get it, man. Another thing too, I'm afraid somebody else will rent it. What if somebody else comes up here and rents it before I get up here to it? I mean, they're not gonna hold the machine for me, you know. Well, Ray, ain't nobody gonna be renting in the rain anyway. Well, yeah, unless you're thinking like me, you know. It's all about the logistics of going and getting the machine. Let me get it back home, and then I can plot and plan my weekend a lot better. Even if I don't get to use it much before Saturday, I don't see me doing a lot with it before Saturday. So tomorrow, we're probably not going to be mowing grass, but I don't know for sure. So yeah. And Francisco was going to ride with me over here, but he's off visiting family or something somewhere. So yeah, I'm liking old Francisco for sure, y'all. But I put 5 more customers in my software, new customers that I did not have last year, and I've only actually done one of the properties out of the 5. So I'm stoked, man, because that's, you know, that's everything. I haven't lost many customers. I've lost, how many have I lost? Actually lost. Yeah, I haven't lost many at all, man. I can't think of any right now that I might have quit them. But we'll go on over here to the Bobcat deal and get this squared away. So yesterday, I know I did the video talking about the 9 to 5, and I wasn't putting a dig on people that work a 9 to 5. I wasn't digging on, you know, I used to work a 9 to 5. But once you come out of that and you start something like what what little bit I started, and I'm not no big outfit or nothing. I got good numbers for the scale size business I am, but I'm not no, multi-million-dollar business. I'm not. But I'd rather be broke and in control of everything than have somebody else control my life. Because, see, being self-employed, you're in control of the narrative of your life, right? You are. But I'm gonna tell y'all, the last 2 days of this week, Tuesday and Wednesday, we did more, not 4 days of work, but we did three and a quarter strong days of work in 2 days. And that's because of having the other guy out here, and my density has changed somewhat. So the problem I'm going to run into, if we're this efficient, or can be this efficient, what's going to end up happening, y'all, if I keep the third, having 3 guys out here and not having a lot of riffraff, usually out here over the years, I might have had Zach, and then I had a Bo, or I might have had Drew, and then I had Bo. Having this other guy out here that's not a Bo, well, it's kind of new territory for me, and I'm not really sure how I'm going to be able to make sure we have enough work. But hey, it's a good spot to be in, because that means I can take on more work. Having Francisco come out here, I'm not having to really concern myself with somebody not showing up and that kind of thing. So now I can think better in the bigger picture, right? In the longer term. So I was curious to know, you guys that are out here mowing the grass and stuff, and like I do, and just doing what it takes to get by, do y'all keep a bunch of money in the street? And I know a bunch is not really a number, but like right now, beginning of the season here, I got, and we're mowing grass, I got about, around $4,300 in the street right now. Now, two of them are $1,000 each, which is $2,000 of the $4,200. So, and they're gonna pay. It's not really debated whether they're gonna pay or not. Well, none of it is. But is that normal for you guys to have, I don't know, more than, $2,000 in the street? I can remember a time when I'd get up to $500 or $600 in the street, and I'd get antsy. I don't like having all that money in the street. I don't, man, but I guess the more established you get, the more money you'll have in the street. I don't know. And that money in the street is not any bobcat work. That's all mowing. I think that seems like a pretty good bit, man. Even after if you deduct the 2 people that owe me $1,000 each, but they're just out of town. Even if you deduct that and make it like $2,200, that still seems like a lot of money in the street when you're talking about doing $60 lawns. That's my thinking. I don't really know. But one thing about, and just FYI for all you guys that are renting machines and stuff. So one thing about the rental the other day, when I rented it, I paid $1,200 and some change, whatever, Well, when I took it back, at the end, after all the mumbo jumbo, he told me he was going to refund my money back, right? And so that's what I was expecting. So when I got home, and the next day, which had been Tuesday, and then Wednesday, I'm looking at my bank account, and that money's still on there. The $1,200 something is still out there, right? And so when he called me yesterday and said he had the machine, I said, so you did give me a refund on the other $1,250, right? And he's like, yeah, I did. I closed it out, did a full refund. And I'm looking at my bank, and it ain't pending no more. It's done posted to my bank. I'm like, that was last night. And so before I was going to rent this other machine, I had to have my money back for the first rental, So this morning I get up, and I'm, going over what I need to do today. It's raining and stuff, so I'm kind of, putting customers in, the new customers in, and just kind of going over, paying a few bills and stuff. So I noticed that the $1,200 something, this is about 7:30 this morning, I noticed that the $1,250 is still on there. And I'm like, man, I'm not even going to go over there and rent that machine until I get that money back. And that's just me, man. It ain't about anything but just, I ain't got $1,250 to give nobody. I don't. So I'm minding my business, and so about 8:30, I'm paying another bill, and I went online, and that money was back in my account, the $1,250. Weird. So that's the only reason why I'm entertaining renting the other one. No way I'm going to rent a piece of equipment if they still got my money from the previous equipment that I never even got, right? I never even really rented, I don't know, man. But this machine that I'm getting today is a lot lighter too. It doesn't weigh. It's going to be small, and I think that's the best route to go for me. I can't speak on what nobody else is going to do, but for me, man, that just seems like the best way to go, because of the fact that I've never ran one, and that one I had the other day was so big that I was damn near uncomfortable being on it, man. I was uncomfortable. So, but I always get giddy when I'm renting a machine like this. Always. Maybe everybody does. I don't know. But I get a little giddy, man, because I love machines, y'all. I can't say I don't, man. I love machines. And what I like the most about a machine that I've never had before, and that can go with a bigger machine or a smaller machine or whatever, that ain't a lawnmower or whatever. I'm intrigued by different ways to make money with said equipment or with said machine. That's the fun part to me, figuring out how to make money with it. Now, if you're going to buy a Mini X, figuring out a way to make money with it, well, that's stressful as hell if you done bought it. But this machine ought to be a lot more compact and everything. One of the things on the other machine the other day is that if you're not used to it, and I know that I could get used to damn near anything, but is the reach it had. Like when you reach, when you're on it and you're reaching way out in front of you, to do the trench, well, it'll take a while for me to get used to that big machine with that kind of reach, because I don't know, it takes a minute for my eyes and everything to adjust to the depth perception, man, because it's a long way out compared to a skid steer or a lawnmower or any other piece of equipment I've ever used. We're gonna get some practice with it with the Mini X, because I don't think, if I buy one, I'm not saying I will, if I buy one, then I don't think I'll buy one as big as the one I rented the other day. I was way uncomfortable with that. Even with my, minimal equipment experience and everything, I didn't like it, man. I felt uneasy about it. And I'm old enough and grown enough to be like, okay, if you feel uneasy about it, dude, then you might need to take a step back and let's rent a smaller one and we'll go from there. Because the smaller one's going to be, everything's going to be condensed a little bit better for me. It's pretty dry right now. I might be able to get up there around my building and do some of that. Assume that this machine will fit through here. I think it will if I put the tracks in, worst case scenario. So I'm gonna play around with it right here because this water is just coming in right here big time, and I want to clean this up, man. More gravel, dig a hole. Y'all see that big hump right there? I don't know where I'm gonna put y'all. Were y'all in my way? I don't know, man. So I'm gonna come in right here. I'm not sure exactly how. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm gonna scrape this right here, this whole hump out. Gonna get down a little bit, and we're gonna trench it to that end right there. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn that downspout right there. I need more solid pipe. I'm going to turn that downspout right there this way. What I may do, and I'm not sure yet, well, we're going to have to hand do some of this stuff. Y'all can see the trench that we dug for the power, so I'm not going to be able to obviously dig around that. But I don't know how much space I'm going to have in here. I'm going to have to get the machine over here and just kind of see. So this is just preliminary stuff, just filling things out, man, you know, not really. But you can see right here, I mean, that's a problem. I mean, all that needs to be dug out, man. It needs to be weighed. It needs to be a drop right there. So we're gonna see. Let me get my let me get the machine, and we're gonna try to bring it up in here. Only thing I know to do, man. All right, y'all, sorry about that. That was my neighbor. Y'all see how tight it is in here, and I don't know what I'm doing, man. So I'm gonna try to knock some of this down. Well, I'm gonna leave y'all right here for now. I don't really know the proper way to do a trench, man. I'm just filling things out, man. But anything's better than this hump I got right here. Okay, y'all, so I just want to show y'all what I got done today. And this is the first trench I've ever dug with a mini excavator. So it just shows you that, well, it's not perfect for sure, but I don't know what I'm doing either. So this is only the second time I've ever been on a mini excavator. The first time was the other day when I was over there and that machine messed up. But this is my first trench. I haven't measured or nothing, but I got a trench. And now we're gonna, I'm gonna have to, it's gonna have drop on it. So we're gonna try to catch some of this water that is running up against the building. And also we're gonna turn that spigot right there around to where, and put a line in here and run that water that way, all the way to the back. I wish I'd have done this, but this needs to happen to catch this water. So I don't want this water running out all in front of the building or all down in my yard or nothing. I want to catch all that water. So that's the first trench. Like I said, I haven't put a tape on it or a measurement on it, but yeah. So we're gonna do the same thing here. Now this is natural drop here. So and here I'll get a little bit better. But you see how I pulled away from the building as I got closer to this? I overcompensated a little bit because my electric line comes right out there and is right here. So I didn't want to hit this. But anyway, yeah. So that's the first trench ever. And yeah, so we're gonna see what's up, y'all. I'll kick it.